Hi, I'm Ellie and I'm an urban flower grower here in Taupo, New Zealand, which is gardening zone 9B. I grow and sell cut flowers from my small urban patch, and I love growing the odd veggie here and there as well for my family. So please follow along if that sounds like something you're interested in too. So I have been slightly panicking over the last few days because my collection box orders have really slowed down for the week, and I normally sell my flowers wholesale, but the florist has enough flowers for this week, so they're kind of my two main sales channels. And I've been watching out in the garden and I've been seeing my tulips colouring up very quickly, and the next flush was definitely underway, and I didn't have a sales avenue, so I kind of thought, don't stress about it because I've made my money back on my tulips, made a little bit of money, so what's lost is lost. But I just couldn't stop thinking about it in the week. What a waste for all these flowers. And I could have given them away, but again, it's a lot of work, so I did want to try and make a little bit more profit. So I posted up on Facebook to see if anybody had a business car park that I could use. So I could set up shop very last minute. So I posted on Friday night that I needed somewhere to set up on Saturday morning. And luckily, an amazing place came through that has a porch. So I could have done Sunday markets this week, like I did last week, but the weather is looking horrendous. I haven't got a marquee because I don't do markets that often. So I would have had to factor in a marquee cost, which is probably something I should have invested in down the track, but I just didn't want to, I just didn't want that big upfront cost at the moment. So I decided to set up on the porch of this local business and just see how it went. And I thought, I'm just going to be there for 2 hours. So I advertised that I was going to be there from 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock and see what happens. And I thought, even if I sell 2 bunches, it's more than I would have sold not doing anything. And the place I set up has a really cool playground very close by, so I knew the kids would be kind of happy playing there as well. So I thought, if nothing else, I've got the kids out for a couple of hours and hopefully I'll sell a couple of bunches, but the weather was horrendous as well. So yeah, I'll take you with me and I'll show you what I did and my little setup. So I really wanted to set up like a mini flower market here in Taupo. It's a long drive to get to the big flower markets up in Auckland, and obviously they're incredible and you've got so much choice, but I thought, I'm planning this so last minute, let me just harvest the flowers, put them in buckets, and people can choose their own stems. So I was charging the same price that I do for my tulips normally. I'd just taken away the wrapping charge that I normally pop on top, and I gave people the choice if they wanted them wrapped. I would charge that extra $5, and otherwise you could just buy by the stem. I thought it'd just be something different, maybe something that get people out just for that creativity, I guess, in choosing your own stems. So I wanted to give that a try. Good morning. I am just getting ready. I have a lot of tulips that I need to sell. So I posted up on Facebook last night to see if anybody had a car park that I could borrow, because you're not allowed to set up like on the side of the road here without a permit from the council. So I needed a business car park, so I have found a car park and I am just getting ready. I harvested last night and some this morning. So yeah, I'm just getting ready so I can pack the car and get down to the car park. I'm only going to be there for 2 hours because I don't want it to take the whole weekend up again. And I have made my money back from my tulips and I've made some profit. So it's not a big deal if they don't sell, but I really love them to sell. Okay, so I'm just going to run this just like flower market style, so people come down, they can choose out their stems and they can take them as is, or I will wrap them for an extra $5 in my kind of usual wrapping. So that is how I am going to run it. I think it's really cool that people can come and choose their own flowers. Got a couple of these frilly ones, and I love the orange and pink together, they look really cool. Yeah, and I've got some rannunculus in here as well, which will open up there at the kind of nice marshmallowy stage, which is the best time to pick those. So yeah, I'm hoping some people will come.
Let it go! Are we allowed to go on the blue swing?
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So I was about maybe 15 minutes into being open. I'd unloaded the car, which I was really thankful that I had, and the heavens just absolutely opened, and we had thunder, lightning, hail, rain coming in from the side, like the most horrendous weather. And yeah, I was sure it was all over then. But people came even in the rain, which was super cool. But yeah, I will show you what it looked like. Oh, I'm getting wet there. Okay, what an amazing couple of hours. I really did not think a single person was going to show up because the weather, it was hailing, it was howling wind, there was thunder, lightning, the worst weather that you can imagine we had. It wasn't cold, so there was that was a positive, but yeah, I know what I'm like when I've got a couple of kids at home in that weather and I'm not leaving the house. So yeah, I didn't hold big expectations, but it went really well. I opened at 10 and I had 2 customers straight away. The first one said that she'd seen it on Facebook, so I did all my advertising through Facebook the night before, and the morning of. So that had obviously worked, and yeah, it was steady throughout the day. I had 1 bucket left it was about 11:30, and I thought, oh, if people aren't coming now, there's not going to be many more showing up with half an hour to go. So I started packing up. So I put all my wrapping in the car. I started packing down the buckets, and I had 1 bucket left sitting on the trestle table. And a lady pulled up and she said, oh, I'll take whatever you've got left. So she bought the whole bucket. And I was able to close a little bit early because I'd sold out at that point. I did make up a little vase before she arrived just to say thank you to the business that let me hang out on their porch for the morning, so I popped a bunch of flowers on their table for when they get in on Monday morning. But yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm happy with how it's gone so far. I will just take the rest home and I'll put them in my house. But yeah, that was so lovely that she bought the last bucket from me. So yeah, I ended up selling out on a completely miserable day. Yeah, it was incredible. And I just love those little connections that you have with people when they come out. It's so lovely just to chat to people about flowers and just about their life. And a lot of the people kind of I know and I'm friends with, so we get to have a little catch up. So yeah, that was very cool. So I made just over $200. I think I made $230, which I was so happy with, because that, yeah, throughout the week I was just going to cut my losses and I wasn't going to try and sell them. I thought, oh, my normal 2 avenues haven't happened. I'm just gonna, yeah, suffer the loss, I guess. But I'm so happy I went out. That's really, really good for 2 hours of work. Well, 3 hours, I guess, with the harvesting the night before. But yeah, just fun as well. And being a grower and mainly selling just through my collection box, I don't often have those customer facing opportunities. So when I do get that chance, I just love it. And yeah, it's my favourite part. So I was so happy. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments about growing flowers, selling flowers. I think I'm 4 years in now, and I'm definitely still learning. This is the first time I've done something so kind of on a whim, um, like this, and this time it paid off. But sometimes I know it won't. So yeah, please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.